Okay. Alright, everybody. We are live in Icarus. There we go. Let's go back to our game here. Get back out of third person there. Alright, so we're live in Icarus. And today, we're still going to work on leveling up a little bit. Mostly because I need some more build points, or tech points, whatever you want to call it. Get some more stuff unlocked. And so as part of that, we're going to grind out some more stuff for our house here. We're just going to expand the house. I'm just clearing out some of this territory back here. Back behind the house. Got to get these little trees and things out of the way. I mean, I suppose we don't actually have to, but it helps. Because I'm thinking I want to add, like, an actual, bedroom to the house here. As well as, like, a more defined kitchen area. We're also going to move some of the stuff around and put in some, like, some actual flooring and whatnot. Really, really beautify the place a good bit here. Meanwhile, the animals are over here having a good time. Got to refill their water soon. But they're leveling up nicely, so. And we might do a couple other things while we're working on things today. Like, we might see about grabbing a wolf and taming a wolf or two. Never tamed a wolf before, so it might be fun little side activity. I do want to thank everybody that joins the stream. I know y'all be coming in and out as the stream goes on, but just, in general, if you're watching this afterwards, thank you for watching. I appreciate all that. You kind folks coming by and just enjoying the time with me. Alright, I think I cleared out most of the stuff we need to clear out right here for now. Let's go back in here. So we're going to be doing the stone floors like I've got here. Although this, I've learned, is not really floors, these frame pieces here. So what these are kind of like foundations, and then we need to put like flooring and stuff on top of them. It's kind of what I've learned. So I think we'll do some of that. But let's see here. So we're gonna make 5 right now. What am I short on? I am short on stone. So we just need more stone. Well, let's go out and get some more stone. How'd that wolf get onto my island? I don't know how that wolf got onto my island, but, it's not on my island anymore. That rabbit's apparently going to come back and visit us here. So we'll mine out those rocks over there, because that also gives some more building space. Go and just process this wolf. There we go. Alright. That's not what I originally walked out the front door to do. He doesn't happen to notice that he was there. Over here, we're going to get rid of this rock first. Now, I think we've got some stuff in the furnace when we left off previously that's still processing, so, all kinds of stuff going on. Welcome to stream, folks. Hope everyone's having a good day. See, we've got a viewer or two out there. Alright. We're working on expanding the house today. It's also a good way for me to grind some levels, because we're so close to level 29 here. I think one more level will probably get me most of the tech I need for the stuff I want before we head on to the next part of this quest line here. But, we'll just see where expanding the house gets us. As a matter of fact, there's level 29 right there. Beautiful. Give me just a second, folks. I just realized something here. Wanted to bring up my custom, what do you call it? Basically, my combined chat, where I'm streaming to both YouTube and Twitch. I mean, I could see it where I had up on my other screen here, but I realized I have a tool for that. It's Caster Labs is what I'm using, and I like to actually see the Caster Labs, not just my OBS. Just gives me a little more details that way. Alright, but I think we've gotten most of the stone out of this. There we go. We're a little encumbered. That's alright. all of it and stick it up. Oh, there's a piece right there. I like to try and break the entire rock if I can. I think that was it, actually. Yeah, I think that was all that stone. Alright, perfect. Now we're gonna wander our way back to our table here. Go ahead and dump all this stone in here. There we go. Alright. So we got 5. And we can make 5 more. Wow. This time it's nails. Nails are the problem. Alright, let's go get some more nails made too. Extra nails will also improve our stuff. Let's see. Yep, no, it's still processing stuff. I thought it was. How much iron I got here? I got enough to make 50 nails. Well, there you go. Alright. Do I have any nails laying around? I have like 30 nails there. That's not what I'm looking for. What about over here? Yeah, that's all copper nails. Nothing in there. Okay. And this is not processed to the iron yet. Oh, wait. We have like 20. And we'll take that iron there. Because we still got a bunch of iron in here. So there we go. Throw that in there. And we'll make another 200 nails there. No, wait. Nope. Need that in there. Good lord. Grabbed the wrong thing. My mind's just not focused today, I guess. Alright, there we go. So we got 10. And what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 2 layers. Can I get 5 more? I can get 5 more. Perfect. Now give me another 5x3 out the back door here. Let's go ahead and grab my hammer here. Is that in good shape? It is. So let's go ahead and do Y. There we go. We're just going to pick that roof tile up. Yep. Because I'm just going to put these right out the back door. And we're going to have to redo this roof, I think. But that's okay. Some of my food's wearing off. Hold on. We still got 2 minutes on that. So we'll go ahead and eat this one. We'll eat another one of these. Mostly I'm just condensing down a little bit of my food. Because I've been doing all kinds of stuff. But alright, let's spend these points here. So, let's see here. Do I need anything on tier 1? Well, we can make this health recovery concoction. That would give us a healing item. That would be good to have. So would these cooling bandages, in theory. Not worried about the pastes, per se. These arrows could also be good. So could the bone armor. How's the bone armor compared to our current armor? So that's 16 physical resistance. If we come over here to the leather. Okay, so leather actually gives us better physical resistance. Alright, well, let's not worry about those. We're getting sidetracked here. So one thing we do need, straight off the bat here, is I need this platinum sheath right here. I need that. Because I want to make these slug rounds for the shotgun. Alright, there's 2 of my tech points right there. So now, so we could get this medicine bench. What's this homestead medicine bench? I think it's just a different version of the medicine bench. Oh yeah, it's just a different version. Okay. There we go. So now I've got the shotgun unlocked, which is kind of the major thing I wanted. There's a cave scanner that could be useful, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. We could see about getting this Wayfarer armor. That's going to require us to make the advanced textiles bench, which we could do. Because we're going to need this platinum weave to make this Wayfarer armor. But that would give us a lot better armor for the desert. Yeah. We'll go ahead and grab it. There we go. Alright. That should give us all the things we have to have. Well, not necessarily have to. All the things that would be good to have for the desert. And to complete this next set of missions here. That's kind of my goal. All right, now let's see here. We've got 1 talent point. Okay. What do we want? Hunting could be good. That would give us the Guile armor, which is pretty good. Arctic. Not super worried about those. What about an adventure here? Anything I really super worry about? Like, exploration's good, but I don't need it per se. Not really doing fishing. Oh. Yeah, I forgot about the new genetics tree. Faster gestation, hormones. Wild creatures have a chance to gain better stats. Yeah. This could be really good and really fun to play with. We'll have to think about this one. And then husbandry here. Ooh, that could also be really good. But let's hit our habitat here and see what we've got. Repairing is okay. I'm not super worried about repairing. Mining can be useful, but I'm not going to worry about that. Cheaper concrete would be nice. So this extra space one's actually fantastic. But let's go look at combat. Let's focus on combat. Getting too distracted here. Alright. Faster shotgun reloading would be really, really good. Increased hit chance. Chance not to consume ammo. Gains durability on a breaking shot. Gunsmith. Reduced firearm durability loss. Reduced bullet spread could also be good. What's going on here? We're just going to start taming you. You're fine. You're fine. Okay. That wild horse was just attacking my animals. Can you believe this? It was rude. Sitting here trying to figure out what I want to spend my talent points on. Alright, how are you doing? You're fine. You're fine. I have to fix this stuff now. There we go. And there we go. Alright, how's this looking? Still plenty of food in there. And I'll take the spoiled food, actually. Can I stack this up? I can stack that up. There we go. Alright. It'll eat up. There we go. Alright. That was distracting. But the main reason we wanted all that is so that I can actually make ammunition. What kind of animal do we have over here? What is this? Is that a wolf? I think that's a wolf over here. No, it's a goat. There you go. I wanted that goat. I want to make sure I got it. Oh. Go over there. Actually, yeah. Okay, follow me. Come here. What is this? Is this a rabbit? It's that rabbit. I didn't realize the little baby goat, or the little baby horse was still following me. Come here. Come here, little baby horse. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah, stay right here. There you go. Alright. Good Lord. Already an exciting day on the island here, and I'm still working on just doing the construction work. Oh man! All right, we're gonna carry this guy with us and just take him, and put him on the skinning bench. All right, I think we'll finish clearing this area out as soon as I get this goat processed. Oh man, I don't know what's going on my island here. All right, let's craft that. Once we get the meat, we'll take the meat and go put it all on to be processed, because we're gonna cook up the nice meat here. We're just gonna come over here and we're just gonna be like, yep, max that out, cook that, max that out, cook that, and I'll take these and these. There we go. I'm just gonna eat one. There we go, and I'll just eat one of these as well. There we go. Stack them all up together. Perfect. All right. And this regular raw meat, we're just going to go throw on the drying rack. Turn it into jerky, because if we tame a wolf, we can feed them the jerky. Is what I was reading. All right. Now, I'm going to wait on that talent point. I'll figure it out later. Let me grab my nails that I had forgotten about here. And let's throw those in here. So we got 15 of these, so let's grab those. Alright. We're going to go put these out back here. There we go. Alright, so that's that layer. And so what I'm thinking I'm going to do is we're going to put in some flooring now. And put in some walls here. So we'll need some stone walls and some flooring. So first things first, let's come over here. Let's get these. Oh, I forgot to get my nice wood flooring. That's what I needed the other points for. Okay, well, that's all right. We can work towards that. So we need, how much of these can I get? 5? Well, gonna be stone again. All right, running out of food. All right, so that finished up. Good on that. Let's eat one of these. There we go. We'll eat one of these. And we'll just have another one of these here. Beautiful. All right, that'll take care of that. Let's go get this next load of stone. All right. So we'll get the walls in, and then we'll start working on the floor, because I want to do that nice, really nice wood floor that you get from the carpentry bench. I realized I never unlocked that building tile set, so I have to go do that here, which means one more level to get that. All right, well, we're gonna work our way through it. There we go. All right, cool. There we go. Now, eventually I'll probably upgrade this house to, like, concrete and metal, just so that, you know, storms are no longer a threat to it. But that's going to be way down the road. And we're going to need a lot more, like, silica and stuff like that before you can even consider that. There we go. There's that one. Yep. Alright. And what I think I'll probably also do at some point is I'm going to put in like a greenhouse. And I'll also put in like a dock here in a bit. Matter of fact, we'll start laying that out. The areas where we're going to put like the greenhouse eventually. In our little kind of dock / bridge area. The other thing I need to work on, probably putting in an animal deterrent to keep the wildlife from spawning on my island and harassing my tamed animals. Right, did I get it all? Nope, definitely haven't gotten it all yet. Any more sticking up that I can find? Come on. Let me get the rest of it. I don't like leaving these half rocks around. Or these mostly dead rocks. Because they do kind of cause like a small issue with the performance of the game a little bit if you leave too many of them around. Alright, but that'll be alright. We got enough for now. Alright. Also, feel free to chat, folks. I am watching the chat. So. Alright, let's throw that leather in there, too. Got some walls. How many can I get now? 15? Yeah, we'll take 15. 15 will be a good number. There we go. And the other thing we can do, since we have our biofuel composter. Let's see here. That's right, I can use that to make biofuel. So that's the other thing I need. Let's see if I even have the stuff to make, like, a biofuel canister. 99 shrimp special. You got yourself some shrimp there, or are you just selling shrimp? Because I do like... Because my wife loves shrimp, by the way. General efficiency. She loves shrimp. Matter of fact, we had some shrimp this weekend. Good question. Fair enough. Man. These shotgun shells are expensive. I'll make a couple more, though. There we go. Craft. Do I need to make this platinum sheath? Alright, so that plus... Alright. I think I'll cook some hamburger helper for supper, though. Hamburger helper is legit, man. I know some people don't like it, but I'm perfectly fine with hamburger helper myself. Gonna throw this in here, and we're gonna make like just 10 of these. There we go. Craft. Nice. What can I do about gunpowder? I could make gunpowder from that, but I don't want to do that. Let me go get some more fertilizer, actually. How are we doing on fertilizer here? I'm out of fertilizer. Waiting on the weekend so I can record footage since my CPU got overloaded. Or recording my footage came out as still frames. Oof. Oof. Yeah, I actually ran into a similar problem with this game initially. I don't know what it was, but my recording software in this game, Icarus, were just not getting along until I went and did a bunch of little like tweaks to my recording software setup for it. Then now they get along great, but before I did that, it was just awful. But then this game's also like a bit more graphics and computationally intensive than, say, I think Vintage Story. Alright, I'm going to chop some wood real quick. But you having a good day there, General Efficiency? Yeah, fancy graphics will do that. Especially since upgrading my computer, the game now is like, oh, you have an improved computer. Let's play this at the highest graphics settings, which, you know, it looks great. But, you know, yeah, I'm having a pretty decent day. You know, got some work done at work, which was nice. So I felt productive, which was good. Came home, hung out with the family, the kiddo. Where's the rest of this tree? There it is. The trees fall into the bushes. They can be a pain to find here. Oh, by the way, tomorrow I have a mod spotlight coming out for the airship mod. Since you were asking about that the other day, I went ahead and did a little video playing around with it some, testing it, seeing what I think about it and all that. Yeah. I didn't cover like every aspect of the mod, but I covered like the basics, like how to get the first tier of airship per se. You know, and let me tell you, if you think we got linen and flax problems now, you try to build an airship with that airship mod, you will have linen and flax problems. You will not have enough. Like, sorry, you know, no fans or butts there. Just all right. What do I need? What do I need for more? Oh, stone. I need more stone. Okay, yeah, let's see here. Throw this wood in here for now. Throw this fiber in here just to get it out of my inventory. There we go. I'm gonna make it everyone else's problem, but it will look good when it's in the air. That is true. It will look fantastic in the air. I agree. Because, you know, I played with it some, and it looks really cool. And, like, I think, you know, because I know some of the players have, like, they're very kind of purists, I guess, for lack of a better term. They're like, I don't know how I feel about this. And, you know, they don't want things to be too steampunky, which I get. Totally get that. Not going to deny that idea. But I think it fits the game well, personally. There we go. Get some more resin made. How's this going over here? Oh, good. It's finally processing the iron. I was running low on iron. Gotta have my iron. Iron. Sorry. I get a little obsessed with my dwarf-like tendencies here. Alright, let's see here. How many of these shotgun shells I can make? I can make 30. These things are expensive. By the way, I really question the design choices they're using for these shotgun shells. So these are 12 gauge slugs. Cool. Totally legit. I understand what a 12 gauge slug is. I've fired them in real life. The damage on this, fairly fine with it, you know. It does high damage, you know, it's got good penetration, etc. You know, it goes in your shotgun. Great. Cool. My problem with it. Why am I using platinum sheath to make the slug? It'd make more sense to me if it was like, let's use iron slugs. I'd be like, okay, sure. Weird, but sure. I get it, you know. Sure. And I don't know when the server reset's going to be. Yeah, it's using platinum for the slugs. Yeah, we don't shoot these dangerous animals with no cheap lead or iron slugs. We only shoot them with the highest quality slugs. We use platinum. You know, each one of these slugs is worth like $1,800 USD. You know, like, you can't hunt no animals with no cheap ammo on this planet. Specifically, I'm using this against a creature called a, hold on, I'll just bring it up in the map, in the thing here. Where's my thing? It takes $500 to 5 fire slugs out of this gun. You're not wrong. So, we are hunting, where is it? Let's see here. No. Hold on, wait, here we go. Nope, that's the wrong button. Dang it. Alright. This is the button I wanted. Alright, workshop. So we are hunting... Where's the sucker? Right. We're hunting this creature called a quarite, which is like some sort of weird rock-skinned monster. Where did it drop that drop pod? Wow, that almost landed on the house. Hello, drop pod. How you doing? Stay. Good drop pod. Yeah. But yeah, I'm using them against a creature called a quarite. It's not actually the best weapon for fighting them, from what I understand, but it's what I got. So, I'm going to use it. Alright, let's grab my walls, because I was going to start putting these walls into place here. Alright, yep. So we're going to do... What are my options here? Yeah, let's do like a window there, and we'll do like a window here. And here. and there. And then we'll go with some regular walls there, and there. And here, and here. And then this, I want to be a door, actually. There we go. And I want that to be a door as well. Alright, we got some extra walls. I like it. Okay. Oh, I really have like 9 extra walls? Okay. Alright. The next question is, how do I want to do the roof in here? Well, I could just slide the roof over. Yeah, I think I will, actually. So, hold on. I got an idea. I got me an idea here. We're going to take this piece down. Go to the opposite side here. See about taking this piece down here. Yep, take that one down. Yep, there we go. Ooh. Get these here. Yep, beautiful, right there. Perfect. Alright, and then over here, we're going to go into R, and we're going to grab the other one. Yep, there we go. Beautiful. Now let's get some more walls out. So what we'll do is go up here at 8. And I want a window here. And we'll do a window up here. And we'll go back to regular walls for a minute. Yeah, that's working pretty well. Alright, let's come into here. And we'll do... yeah, we'll do a regular wall there. And a regular wall there. Beautiful. That was the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. Let me get my door back. There we go. Put that back into place. No one saw that. I definitely didn't just rip out my own door. It's perfectly fine. No, nothing happened. No. Tab right back in as your door vaporizes. Look, sometimes you just gotta show the door who's boss. You know, that door, it done looked at me funny. You know, it knows what it did. Alright, I'm gonna go grab some more stone, because I need more stone to continue the building project. What I really need to do is come through and add some more windows and stuff as well. Alright, we're gonna keep working on these rocks. Get these rocks out of my lawn. There we go. Nice. But yeah, I have to show you what the Corites look like here later on, because they're interesting critters. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's voxel destruction basically. Kind of like, it's reminiscent of something like Space Engineers. The main problem is, this is what kind of... some people don't realize that this is what kind of causes you, like, certain types of, like, lag in this game. Is when you break these rocks, if you don't, like, fully destroy them, and you leave, like, little bits underground, which is sometimes impossible to avoid, you know, if we're honest. The game has to keep track of all that information and the deformation you've made to the rock. Which can be a slight problem. I feel like that's a piece there. Alright. That's an optimization thing that they've been working on and stuff. There we go. So like that, you saw it just disappeared. That rock's now actually gone. And that kind of loud crunch sound it made right at the end. There's a distinctive crunch that tells you when you've destroyed an ore node entirely. Or a rock node in this case. What is that? It's on my island over there. That's a deer. That deer is just walking into a rock over there. There we go. I'm just going to carry this deer back to the house. It's so far away from my house. I don't know how I'll ever get back to my, animal processing bench. I like how it just kerplunks onto the table. There you go. Alright. Now, let's kind of decide how I want to do this part. So, we need some windows. And some more roof tiles. So, we need a bunch more roof tiles here. Go put the stone over here. Go. How many roof tiles is that going to get me? 14? 14 is probably more than I... No, 14 actually might be right. Go and do 14. There you go. Alright. Let's also put these walls into here as well for now. We'll just put them over here. There you go. Oh, you finished taming. Hey, bud. Yeah, you can be Igneous, or Ignitus. There you go, that's a good name. Let's see here. Parentage is unknown. He's wild. His stats are kind of garbage. Although he's actually got decent cold resistance and heat resistance. Okay, never mind. It's got okay melee and weight capacity. His toughness is kind of awful, though. But alright, bud. I see you. You'll be a good horse. Can I even make you another saddle here? Leather, rope, fur. I think I can do that. Let's see here. Let's see some leather, some fur. And we'll just grab this fiber. Actually, I'll just make the rope. Just make like 20 ropes. There we go. Craft. Make the rope. Oh god, the horse followed me inside. Yeah, I think I will add some more ocean coverage, because I do want slightly larger oceans. Come here, horse. Horse, come here. Come here. Good horse. Come here. Come here. Stay. There we go. Good horse. You're not as good as New Benedict, though. New Benedict's a good horse. Yours like second horse. Then we have, cargo pack. Cargo pack's the best cargo pack. Good cargo pack. Yeah, we could see about making some underwater bases or something. That could be a lot of fun. There's a lot of things we could do in the next edition of the server. Where was I going? Right over here. I want this meat and that meat. Let's go ahead and toss this into here and cook that up. Craft. There we go. Now we're going to kind of move over here. That was a hostile animal. I don't need any more aggressive horses on my land. But yeah, no, there could be a lot of fun type bases we could build, especially with a bit more, water. It'd also give us more sailing opportunities. We could also get a little interesting, do like more of a Homo sapiens style map where there's less story stuff, but we could leave like the traders and merchants on, so there's still like NPCs around that you can go talk to. You just have less focus on doing, like, story content. Let's craft that. What's this? That's a hitching room. Okay. That's what I need for the hitching post. I just need wood for the hitching post. It's interesting. New Blood Interactive is doing a 12th anniversary by the sale. Some good games on deal. I am sadly not sponsored. I'm also not sponsored, so, you know, feel that. Alright. What do we want to give you, new horse? Let's give you some maximum health, I think. Or, actually, hold on, one of these. Yeah, let's do health. There you go. Yeah, no, I don't have any sponsors either. Yeah, I get that. Let's see here. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with this talent point. I think we'll do... I think we'll do shotgun handling. You only recall it. Let's see here. I may or may not have blacked out and spent a bit of on their sales on Steam and their website. I only recall that from last night. See, I'm going to have to go check that out. Because I don't know New Blood Interactive. I'm not familiar with that game. Or that company. I'm going to have to go check it out. How many solo talents? No, okay. Alright. Okay, so that's all good. Right, I was going to get some more. There's my rooftops. Perfect. So I need these. Put these walls away for now. And I need more nails, it looks like. It's their publisher, but they've got a ton of good games under their belt. Okay. Alright, so I need one more of those. Alright. Which means nails. And you think I think I'm short on nails. Let's find out. Yep, it's specifically nails, right? Yep, just nails. Got any more nails for me? No. But you got some more iron for me, though. That. Grab that stack of iron there. Throw that in there, and we'll do like 50 more nails. Alright, how are we doing food-wise? What I want? Alright. Inventory, I need to feed my character here, so let's eat that. Beautiful, eat that. Good. And we'll just throw another steak down the gullet, too. We're just eating steak. There we go. Alright, throw these nails in here. One more roof piece. And our home expansion will be relatively done. There we go. Nice. Keep them all going the same way here. Alright. Why? Come on. There we go. Go. There. All right. And then what I can do here is pick up this door. And put this door over here. Do we count as sheltered in here? I think we do. Alright, let's see here. I need to make another door now. No, that's going to be this bench over here. Let's see here. One more door. Let's craft a couple windows. Need like 4 windows. Actually, I think it's 6 windows. Grab that. There we go. Yeah. Everyone on my Twitter timeline's going crazy over Ultra Kill's update. Okay. Alright. Never played Ultra Kill. There we go. Alright. Window. 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 Wow, I actually had enough windows. Wow, that worked out perfectly. Here we go. Look, now we have real windows. We can pretend like we're a person in a house. It isn't just a bunch of rocks slapped together. All right. Like Quake? Okay. So when I was in high school, funny story, one of the other like IT guys basically set up a Quake server using the computer lab. Actually, before I put this down, hold on. I was started to mess up my whole build plan here, but it was a lot of fun. And so I took an IT class in high school, basically computer support, and yeah, it was fun. And essentially, we got to wander around the school doing IT work for the teachers and call it a class and get grades for it. It was great. When really we were just basically the IT guys, helpers. We also technically did learn some programming and stuff while we were taking the class, so that was how they justified that it was a class and not just students getting an excuse to goof around. And for the final exam, we'd already done all the work, and it was basically the teacher gave us a big assignment of just like make a program, like from start to scratch. You know, figure out a program. You've got a team of 3 people you're working with, and I made a word processor with my team. Like we made our own version of a word processor. It was kind of cool, and figuring out how to do like save functions and fonts was a whole thing. And so we finished like the week before the exam, turned it in. And so the professor, when we were all done, was like, well, since everyone has finished their assignments, feel free to play games for the entire exam period during the final exam for the class. And so we had a huge LAN party for all like 20 of us just hanging out. It was great. So there you go. This is a little high school story for me. All right. How are we doing on fuel here? Yeah, we have plenty of fuel there. Is this thing actually done processing? No, it's still got a ton of ore to process. All right. We have aluminum. Can we make the better bow? Can we make the better bow? Have I unlocked the better bow? I feel like I have not unlocked the better bow. A video popped up on my For You tabs. It's 2 dudes playing Vintage Story for the first time while high. That actually sounds kind of funny, if I'm honest. Like, I can only imagine what their experience is going to be. Especially if they encounter, like, a temporal storm for the first time. Yeah, that's going to be great. So what I think we'll do is we're just going to sleep till morning. So I'm going to turn my fireplace on. Because you have to have a fire pit active next to your bed to sleep at night in this game. There we go. All right. I mean, I skipped the tutorial, but I also realized I was punishing myself by skipping the tutorial. Like I didn't blame the game for my failings at not doing the tutorial. There y'all go. Have some water. How'd that do on filling up their water thing? Yeah, it was pretty good. You've seen quite the posts. Yeah, so have I. Like, I've seen people do it. Like, I've seen the people who are like, why is this game so hard? Why is it not Minecraft? And then, you know, the Reddit community's like, did you read the description of the game? Like, it is not Minecraft. It is not easy. You cannot expect to have, you know, a full set of iron armor within your first day of playing the game. Like, you know, it's a survival game. If you didn't focus on getting food and, you know, doing the basic survival stuff first, that is a mistake. Like, so yeah, I've seen some of those posts where they're just like, did you know, you skipped the tutorial? That was a mistake since you never played the game before. You know, now to be fair, the first time I played, yeah, you know, I didn't know exactly what I was getting into in Vintage Story, but unlike a lot of those folks that just kind of jump in feet first without really watching, I watched several YouTubers and kind of their, like, this is how you start the game, and, like, some of the first steps you should try to do, you know, and just general survival stuff. And seeing that gives you an idea of, okay, I don't need to be trying to rush this. I need to, like, take my time. But it doesn't necessarily prepare you really for the reality of it, of, like, okay, you know, what does this crop look like in the wild, that kind of stuff. That you just kind of got to learn by doing. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just clearing the land around my house now. Because we're actually going to do some more building. So I've gotten stage 1 of improve the house done. So stage 2 is going to be working on, like, an area for a greenhouse and stuff. Because I'd like to have a greenhouse. Mostly because a lot of the good foods, and this is something they've changed recently, by the way, in this game. So used to, you could grow any crop anywhere, and the game didn't care. Like, it was, you know, if you had a growing plot to grow crops in, it was like, okay, cool, you can grow this crop, and it will be fine, you know. They've now made the crops actually, like, biome-specific, to some extent, where you're not growing them in the right biome. It's like, hey, this crop is unhappy, you will get less yield now. It's like, oh, that's a change. So I'm going to build a greenhouse and see if this solves said problem. So I'd like to grow tomatoes and squash. Like, and not lose half my yield. Alright, there we go. Alright, I think we got that rock. Cool. Let's grab this rock. This out of the way. Mine this one here. This one's going to be interesting. It's inside this other rock. Alright, yep. Running out of food again. Let's consume that. Gonna need one of those too. We'll top off on our tomato soup here. There we go. That's all that's sticking up. Alright. We're just going to load up on stone here. And work on the expansion a bit. There we go. Part of the reason I'm doing all this is to just generate more XP for my character to try and level up too. Because I need just a couple more tech points to really get what I want. There we go. Take this load of stone back. Alright, can I actually reload my shotgun? Oh, it's already loaded. Good. There we go. Alright, we're back in the house. Let's go drop all this stone off. So I want to go out that way for my greenhouse. Which means realistically I should probably move my kitchen into that other room. There we go. How much of this can I get? 4? I can only make 4. It's mostly because of the nails now. Hold on. Let's see here. Nails. Max that out. Give me another 150 nails here. Go ahead and repair this pickaxe here while I'm here. Can I even make a steel sickle? No, can't. Oh, that's the other thing I need to... I need to upgrade to a forge instead of just the anvil. I just realized. Because I want to get into better tools, and I just realized I'm going to have a forge to do that. Oh, my goodness. The gearing up in this game. But the cool thing is, at least in this game, like, all the benches are backwards compatible. Like, you know, you start off like the crafting bench, and then the next tier is like the machining bench, and it can do all the things the crafting bench can do, plus, you know, the new stuff, which is nice. So that was good design philosophy on their part. Yep. Cool. All right, now let's see here. How many can I make? 10? Yeah, we'll start with 10. 10 will be a good start for our greenhouse. Alright. Oh, good. It's finally finished processing. There we go. Fantastic. Okay. Have I even unlocked the forge yet? I don't think I have. No. Unlocked the wooden gate fortification, though. Which I can actually make. Alright. So let's see here. That's not what I wanted. I always forget. Tech tree. Forge. Yeah, no, I need to unlock the forge. So the forge is like the improved anvil in this game. So it lets you make all the next tier tools, which is platinum tools. You know. Let's see here. Got to get like the well, the metal ring reservoir. It's like all this stuff that would be nice to have. I'm not going to worry about. Bolt action rifle. Semi-auto pistol wouldn't be bad either. What's 9mm do damage wise? It's only 150. You get like incendiary ammo, right? So that's just for rifles and shot and stuff. What's this for? Oh, that's for the assault rifle. Can't even make an assault rifle at this tier. I think tier 4 is where you get the assault rifle, right? Hunting rifle, yeah. Trench shotgun, which is a better shotgun. And then there's the assault rifle right there. That's locked behind level 30. So next level I could actually theoretically unlock all this. Advanced pistol. Oh, they've got a submachine gun now. That's new. Oh, there's the Corite gun that you get for defeating said Corite. A pneumatic gun crafted from Corite materials launches stones which shatter on impact. Huh. Huh. Complete Corite liberation to unlock. Interesting. Makeshift landmine. There you go. Yeah, no, there's some interesting tech once you get up to higher tier. And apparently the next major update, they're planning on adding a 5th tech tier to this game, just to add even more stuff. I hope they actually add some additional levels to that, though. Like, make it so you can go above level 60. But anyways, that's all stuff I'm not ready for. That's fine, though. I do need this advanced textiles bench, though. Does this require power? Doesn't say it requires power. I'll have to look at that. Alright, so let's see here. What do I need to make the advanced textiles bench? There's the regular one. Where's the advanced one? Advanced? Machining? No. No. Where you at? Here's the alteration bench. Nope. Advanced textiles. Oh, I just need more iron. Okay, that's easy enough. Sitting here going, where's my textiles bench? It's right there. I just need iron. Advanced textiles. Craft. There we go. Beautiful. And grab that. I wanted this for making better armor. There we go. I'm going to throw that in here for now. There we go. Because now I can make this Wayfarer's armor, which requires this platinum weave. Which isn't too bad, except that requires platinum. What kind of storm is it? No, it's just a regular storm. Alright, that's fine. I was worried it was something serious there for a second. Okay. Grab our stone floor pieces. Well, framing. So I'm thinking that our... we're going to go out this way. Just do like a little gap here. Like that. And then I think we'll do a little platform out this way. We'll go out a little bit more. But this, I think, is where my greenhouse is going to be. That way I can run like a water system out here and pump water in from the lake and stuff. Kind of my thought process. I think that'll look nice. Close that real quick. I do need to make another standing torch. It's not here. Let's come over here. Can I make that over here? That's wall torches. Alright, I think I need to make that in my inventory. Standing torch. Standing torch. Wood rag torch. Floor torch. Yep, I need a little bit of sulfur. Come here, sulfur. Keep hitting the wrong button. I'm so used to hitting C to open up like my crafting menus in games. Alright, where are you, flow torch? There we are. Let's craft like 2 of those real quick. And the other thing I'm gonna want... Let's put those here. There we go. We'll put this back in here. I'll just grab like a stack of coal. And we go like torch here. Torch here. And we're just gonna split this stack. There we go. Activate it. And so that people understand what I'm looking at here, when it says it's got enough fuel for 2 days, 16 hours, and 59 minutes, that's 2 real-world days, by the way. That's like you could, if you play this game for 48 hours straight, that's what it means. Like, these torches will basically never run out of fuel. Alright, let's see here. Gonna go and switch out my oxygen tank here real quick. Just get that going. Alright, how are we doing on inventory space? Still got a lot of leather and stuff, so let's go put that down. Put the leather and the fur back in here. Same with some of that fiber. There we go. Let's just gonna keep working on converting stuff here. Throw this in here. Gonna throw this in here. Make all the resin. There we go. Here you can have some rope. Beautiful. Alright, so that's done. Now, let's go ahead and make... We'll just max out. We'll just go ahead and make all the platinum weave we can. Because I want to see about making that armor. Because that'll be one of the pieces of gear I need. So let's go ahead and throw this in here. So we're going to need some platinum sheath, which we're working on. Here's my platinum sheath. At least some of it. Stuff's a little slow to make. That's alright. At least it stacks up in a nice amount. There we go. Alright, sort all that. Alright. How much platinum weave can I make? 11. Gonna run out of plant fiber. Well, let's go grab some more plant fiber. That stuff's cheap. Plant fiber's cheap. I got lots of that. Come here, plant fiber. There we go. I finally got done processing my seeds. Why are you not processing the soybean seeds? Oh no, it did process the soybean seeds. Never mind. Take that. There we go. Alright. Max that out. Craft. There we go. And now we can start working on making this Wayfarer armor. So basically, the Wayfarer armor will give us better survivability in the desert. That's kind of our goal right now. Since this quest line is taking us deep into the desert. It's the whole reason I'm even bothering to make this armor. So that's 18 pieces of this stuff here. We're going to see if we can get this whole set made. Alright, so let's craft that. Let's craft these. Alright, so we've got, how much left? We got 7 left. That's 2, 4, yeah, so that's 6, plus, so we need 10. So I need 3 more. Alright, so we'll do the gloves and the boots. And then we'll make a little bit more platinum sheath here. I don't have enough platinum. I need more platinum. Let's make 2 more sets of platinum sheath. I think that'll do it. Alright. There we go. Take my platinum back out of there so I don't accidentally use it for something. There we go. Alright. How much is that? Can I make 4? That's perfect. That's 1 more than I needed, but that's alright. There we go. That's what I need right there. Sort. There we go. And there's my Wayfarer armor set just sitting here on the armor stand. Nice. Alright, so that's one thing done. I need more gunpowder. Alright, let's come out here. How y'all doing? You animals doing good? You are hungry. Why are you all hungry? I need to get y'all some food, don't I? Alright, let's see here. Let's feed my own character. Having an all-meat diet today. Alright, let's throw that in there. Get some more fertilizer being made. I'm going to go get some food for the animals, because they're apparently hungry. I think we'll just feed them some corn. A little bit of corn. Horses like corn, right? Same with buffalo. Buffalo like corn. Actually, I have no idea if buffalo like corn. I know cows do. In real life. Because when my father was a kid, my great-grandfather had a farm, and my father used to go help his grandfather on the farm. And every season they planted corn, and every season the neighbor's cows broke down the fence between their 2 farms to eat the corn that my father and his grandfather planted. Now, the first time that happened, the farmer felt bad, and so he was like, well, let me at least, till the rest of your fields for you with my tractor. And my grandfather may have intentionally every year after that planted corn just so his cow would break down the field. and he would come and till the fields with his tractor, and it became like it kind of became an unwritten agreement between the two that he would plant corn, the dude's cows would break down the fence, eat the corn, and he would fix the fence, and then till my great grandfather's fields, you know. Alright, there we go. That should be enough corn for them for a bit. Oh, we got some more salt. I can take the salt with me. There we go. Grab the salt. Good salt. Alright. But yeah, I think that'll be nice over there, having the little area sticking out to be the greenhouse, once we get the ability to actually make a greenhouse. Then I can really get farming going, and then the animals never have to worry about food again. Because we'll get like a water pump set up that'll keep the crops watered and everything. It'd be a whole thing. Alright guys, got y'all some dinner. Oh, that tree fell. I'm going to go cut that up here in a second. Alright, here y'all go. Enjoy. Throw the meat onto there. Throw this into here to make more fertilizer. Get out my axe before the tree despawns. If I can hit the right buttons. Yeah, basically if you ignore these trees too long, they will despawn on you and won't get the wood. Which is fine. Like, I don't really need the wood right now. I got plenty of wood. But extra wood's not a bad thing to have. There we go. Alright. Get these trees chopped up. Okay. So, you know, talking about the fact that there's talents in this game that as your character levels up, you can get like little special talents and stuff that improve your ability to do certain things. Most of them are just like, you know, a little 10% bonus to how much wood or whatever you harvest, how much stone or ores or whatever. But one of the ones that you can get basically makes it so that anytime you cut down a tree, there's like a small chance that you'll just auto-harvest the entire tree into your inventory. Yeah, stick is trying to escape me. I'm not going to worry about the one down in the water here. But let me tell you, the one that makes the whole tree just like harvest into your inventory is kind of fantastic. It only hits like 5% of the time, but when it does, it's kind of amazing to see the whole tree disappear. The only disadvantage is you might suddenly become like way over encumbered. But there's a person I play with occasionally, and it's one of the traits they always take. Because they like to be the lumberjack on the server. Because it also stacks all the ones that give you, like, the whole, like, 10, 15, 20% extra wood and stuff. Yeah. There we go. Alright, we've almost got these trees chopped up. Which is good, because, you know, this will give me the wood I need for the improvements to the house I want to make. I want to put in some nice flooring and some nice walls. Particularly on the inside. See, like those trees that fell down back there and despawned. Missed my opportunity to get those. Yep. Y'all doing better? Yeah, they're much better now. Now that they've had some food, they're much happier. Alright, we'll just throw all this wood into here. There we go. Throw this little bit of stone I found in here. Sort that. Actually, what we can do is just destroy that. And destroy that. And get us some stone and some nails and some wood back. We can throw in there. That in there. There we go. Alright, let's see here. What else we got? Got some salt that I need to put on the salting station. Go. Grab all this meat before it spoils. Alright. Cool. Max that out right there. Actually, go ahead and max this out too. Make some more epoxy, because you kind of always need epoxy in this game. Alright. Now, what's next? See if we can do any more foundation pieces here. We good. We can. Alright, how many? One. We can do one. What am I short on? It's wood. The answer is wood. Not the thing I expected to be short on for making stone foundations. Sitting here going like, why can't I not make more? Ran out of wood for support beams. Alright, there we go. We'll get these four made and put those in. And we're getting like nearly 300 XP a piece on those. There we go. Let's grab those. Alright, so we got two over there. Two over here. Keep it kind of even. We're going to keep working our way back here. I am going to come in here and I'm going to harvest these reed flowers. There you go. Can I plant these? I don't know if I can turn these into seeds or not. Let's find out. Since I'm building over them, probably want the ability to... Yep. Let's see if we can make seeds for these, because if we can grow them, that'll make me feel less bad about building over them. Can I put these in here? Oh, good, I can. And it's 1 to 1. Wow, all right. We'll just do like half stack here. Oh, that'll be more than enough. Perfect. All right, let's see here. Medical bench. Throw these on here. So I can get some recovery tonic, which would be good. Let's craft one of those up. Oh, running out of food again. There we go. Alright. That'll be another good thing to do. Let's go grab some more yeast so I can make some more, basically, healing potions. Just to have ready to go with me to the desert. And I also grabbed some more of this wheat. Oh, that broke. My sickle broke. Most unfortunate. I mean, I knew it was going to. I was kind of working on it. Anyways. Go ahead and make some more flour. Craft that out and just throw the rest in there. There we go. I'm going to mix that out too. The mortar and pestle is actually a great way to get XP, by the way, just because it crafts things so quickly. And it may not be a ton of XP, but it's a nice kind of just constant trickle of XP. Alright, so I need some more iron. Throw these extra iron ingots in here. So unfortunately, I'm still using an iron sickle, because there is no steel sickle, weirdly, I don't think. So I'm down here to tier 2. Yeah, so like, you got an iron sickle, and iron tools, and then you have like steel tools, but no steel sickle. You can get like an obsidian sickle if we're on the right planet, but we're not. So, is the obsidian sickle even better? Plus 150, 15% chance. It has a 25% chance to cook crops when you harvest them. That's just hilarious. Like, I have no use for that, but it's hilarious. Alright. Now we can make a pitchfork. What's the pitchfork do? It's just another version of the sickle. Hilarious. Alright. Nothing I needed, but, you know, it's humorous things. Alright. Back to the search for some yeast. Yep. I need that wolf to get away from my animals. You're breaking my stuff. Quit breaking my food box. Alright. This whole animal deterrent thing is going to have to be a thing soon. Alright. How y'all doing? Like, you're basically fine. You're basically unhurt. And you are unhurt. Alright. These wolves just do not know how to be good neighbors. Alright. Do that. Okay. Now, third time's a charm. We will successfully get yeast this time. Alright, no wolves, no wolves, no wolves. Okay, so we're checking. No wolves. Yeah, alright. We're just gonna grab some more wheat while we're over here. Because I need flour to make the healing potions anyways. And I could also make myself bread and stuff if I wanted to. It's also good for food source for the animals, by the way. Because you can use it to make different foods. There's some yeast. There's a little bit. Need some more yeast. Yeast? It's also interesting that the yeast just kind of grows in a plant like this. I'm gonna check to see if that's the thing, because normally in the real world you get yeast by, like, taking the flour and just letting it kind of mix with some water and then kind of ferment, basically. In case people didn't know that. I actually got a sourdough starter that I'm making that way, sitting in my kitchen right now. Ooh, coca. I don't think we have cocoa. Coca, technically. Alright, so grab that. Look for a little bit more yeast while we're out and about. Does this go bad? No, that doesn't go bad. Okay. It's just sulfur there. A couple more carrots while we're out and about. We have a titanium mine right here. There's titanium right there. Alright. Well, that'll be good for the future. Because I definitely feel like it was a silica mine previously. Unless there's also a silica mine around here somewhere. See, I feel like there was a silica mine in this area, not a titanium mine. I mean, I'm not going to complain. I definitely like the titanium mine. I'm also not seeing any more yeast. Alright, so... yeah, it says titanium. Alright. Happily take that. So we'll be set for when we get to tier 4. As far as, like, resources go. On titanium. Not seeing any more... Oh, there's some more yeast right there. Alright, I was about to say. I'll go ahead and grab these pumpkins, too. They're sitting here. Alright, that's enough yeast, though. Because it's only 1 per health potion, so... Alright, let's go get these processed. Because I'll also make a few more yeast seeds just to get a little bit more future-proofing done for my farming. Alright, let's see here. How much yeast seed do I have? I have 10. Carrot seeds, I got 7. I'm actually pretty good on my seeds, with the exception of, like, cocoa. So let's split this. We'll just throw that in there. Come on. There you go. That'll process that out nicely. Got 13 pumpkin. Let's split these carrots and do these too. There we go. Get that processed. Alright. Animules. Do you like some more food? That over here. Have some carrots and have some pumpkins. Y'all enjoy. Let's split this a little bit. Split. Split. I'll just throw that 9 in there. Get some more yeast seeds. Rather future-proof things a little bit. There we go. How many more of these can I make? I can make a good number more. But we'll just do like... Oh, I'm running out of lily flowers. Okay. Well, we'll do 4. We'll do 4 more then. Alright. Flower. Max that out. Craft. And it's another storm. Okay. That's already maxed out. Good. Throw that in there. Throw the oxide in here. And over here we'll throw in... One of these can use cocoa, right? Thought I saw one that used it. That's avocado. Never mind. What about over here? You got anything that uses cocoa? Pumpkin squash. There's the flatbread. Yep, there it is. I can make hot chocolate. Be great if I was going out into the Arctic. That I could have sworn there's like some cooking meals that uses it too. Eggs, mushrooms, tomatoes. Huh. Charcoal plus chicken. I don't have chickens. Hard candy. Alright. Lollipops. Steamed fish. Consumes 1 space in stomach, plus 75 maximum health, plus 20% salmon regen. That's actually not bad. Plus 1 output per 3 kilograms of fish. Oh, you just throw like a whole fish in here. Huh. It's not bad. Okay, well, I'll throw the cocoa in here. Go ahead and top off my character's food bars real quick. Consume that. Consume that. Consume that. There we go. Yeah, have to make some more foods soon. Oh, you can see where the storm's blowing in pretty heavy. Close the door. Alright. Close this door too. But the good news is this storm's not bad enough to do any damage to this stone building. It's part of the reason I kind of rush for stone when I'm playing this game. Throw on the light so we can see a little better. Now, I'm very close to leveling up though. Do I have anything else I can process? sort that. How much of this refined wood I have? I have a decent amount of refined wood. I wish I had the refined wood recipe for crafting the floors, because that'd be great to have the floors done. Oh, I forgot I had all these salads. I'm sitting here just forgetting all kinds of stuff. Let's go ahead and salt those so they don't expire on me. Because these are really good. Oh yeah, 75 health and stamina. That's a decent food. It's not great. It's not like the best food, but it's not bad. What does it take to make those? That's just soybeans and tomatoes. Well, I got tomatoes. So that worked out. I can grow soybeans basically all day as long as I've got like farming going on. Good. No damage to the building. Perfect. Alright, let's see if we can sleep through the night here if I throw my fireplace on. Good, we can. Beautiful. Alright, and the storm's mostly cleared out. Perfect. Alright, what's off the back porch? Feel bad about that wolf, but you keep wandering into my house. There we go. Alright. Can't have him going over and harassing my animals. They didn't deserve it. You know, they didn't do nothing to him. Let's craft, and then we'll take this and we'll max that out and craft that. There we go. That way I just don't waste any meat. Go. Beautiful. Get that all done cooking. Nice. Need to fill that water skin back up. Okay. How's this going? Put these cocoa bean seeds down here. Nice. Perfect. Alright, so let's grab this and this and this. We don't need to leave those here anyways. Throw... no, not the cocoa. The yeast can go in here. Flour can go in here. There we go. And the tea and stuff can go in here. There. Beautiful. Grab meat. Alright. Storm's almost over. We should actually have a nice full thing of water here. Let's grab this. And come over here. Yeah, let's just fill this up. There we go. I can go grab my water skin and fill it up too. That way it's all nice and topped off. Just while it's raining and that's things refilling on water. There we go. And if we access it, see, it's still got plenty of charcoal. It should, in theory, keep filling up as it's raining. Maybe. Maybe a little slow because it's slowing down. Yeah, it's whatever. Alright, we'll put this water skin away. There we go. That's kind of our backup water. Turn off this light now. Throw this in here. Grab this fertilizer. I'm using the fertilizer entirely for making gunpowder right now. There we go. Yeah, just craft that. Give me 10 more gunpowder. That'll be another 10 shotgun shells. Yeah, I could use my sulfur and stuff, but without like a solid source of sulfur, I don't really want to do that. Alright, I need more platinum. Grab. You know, we'll just take it all. I hate to use it all for this, but it's what I need. So let's do... We'll do 3. That'll get me enough to make all the shotgun shells I can before I run out of gunpowder. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so that gets me 55. Alright. Man, we're so close to level 30. So let's do a bit more mining then. Because we're actually pretty close to being ready to go to the desert and kind of survive there and work on this next part of the quest. Because essentially, the next part of the quest, I have to go up to the desert and I have to fight some more of those quarite things and close a couple of their nests down, basically destroy a couple nests. As well as doing some surveying. And I kind of want to get up there and, you know, get that done soon. But I also kind of want to set up a secondary base up there. And there's kind of a abandoned outpost there that this whole quest line started at. And my goal is to kind of get to that and kind of repurpose it into a outpost for the rest of the quest. Assuming that the rest of the quest is going to take place in the desert there in that same area. Anything else sticking up out of the ground here? Nope. And we're so close. We are so close to level 30. Alright, so let's come here. Let's go ahead and throw all that in there. How many more of these can I can make 4 more? Perfect. Then it's those nails. But I also kind of want to go up to the desert with the intent of, like, bringing back a bunch of resources. So, you know, hitting the caves and stuff up there, gathering a bunch of iron and stuff. And bringing it back. That's actually part of the reason I'm making, like, and training up, like, 4 pack animals here. Alright, so let's throw 1 in here. And 1 and 2 there. There we go. Because I kind of want this to be a fairly decent sized greenhouse. I think we'll go back at least 1 more layer here. Make a nice little 5x4. But there we go. We're so close here. We don't need a whole lot more XP. So let's see what we can do here. Let's grab some more sticks and stuff. Get my axe out, because I can take that to ease. Throwing a Victoria era child into a cheesecake factory would probably vaporize them, to be honest. That's kind of a random thought there. General efficiency. I mean, you're probably not wrong. Like, they'd probably not know what to do about it. If we're talking about the restaurant. If we're talking about the actual, like, throwing them into a cheesecake factory, kind of morbid, but also, you know, I don't know if it's true, but they'd certainly be confused by the restaurant, though. I mean, my child's confused by the cheesecake factory. And he's not even a Victorian-era child. Looking at the menu and trying to comprehend that a restaurant can have this many menu items. Yeah, no, they've got a ridiculous amount of menu items. Like, you know, as I said, it confuses my child, and he's a modern-era kiddo, so... The point where he actually doesn't like going to the Cheesecake Factory, amazingly. You know, if I was a kid, I'd be like, oh yeah, Cheesecake Factory. I'm gonna go eat cheesecake. That's because I also have a horrible sweet tooth. Like, I love sweets. I have to stay away from sweets. You know. Ooh, salt. I forgot I had salt over here. Yeah, no, they've got a huge selection of things. When I go there, it's mostly just half dessert, though. Though, to be fair, they have good pasta, too. Alright, we're so close to leveling up. I think we're about to get it. Stamina. There it is, level 30. All kinds of skill points. Alright, so let's go into here. And let's go over to our tier 2 stuff. And we're going to scroll over to the right. And we are going to unlock this interior wood design. There we go. That is what I wanted. Right there. I kind of want this too. I'm not going to do that just yet. Let's go over here to tier 3 now. And let's get the forge. Because that's just going to be super good to have. And then I wouldn't mind having some alteration stuff. There's the windmill for making electricity. No, wait, that's for grinding. Never mind. Repair bench is also good. Portable beacons are good. What's this prototype trilogy beacon do? Huh. I don't even know what this does. That's a new item. Oh, that's an upgrade. Nice. There's a smoker. Smoker's super nice. But I only have one point left to spend. I have to decide what to get. I could get a tool upgrade. I could also go all the way over here. Start working on some of these building sets, like the advanced masonry workbench, to let me get the clay. Where's the glass? Where's the glass? There's the glass. It's over here. It's under the glass blowing stuff. I forgot how many points you need to get the glass building set. Also, that you can make, you know, because you want this reinforced glass building set, honestly. This is really what you want. It's expensive, but it builds really nice greenhouses. Alright, well, let's go to tier 4. Can I unlock tier 4? I can unlock the fabrication bench. I can't build the fabrication bench, but I could unlock it. We're not going to worry about that, though. We're not going to look at it. We're not going to do that. Hunter armor, cured leather, airskin rug, cave scanner. Right. Biofuel can's actually one of the things I need. I do need that. The reason I need this biofuel can is because in the north, in the desert there, where I'm trying to get to, they actually have a biofuel generator there that runs on biofuel. So I'm going to want that. Just so I can refuel it. Alright, so we got 2 talent points to spend this time. Increased damage with shotguns would be good, too. Yeah, so we're going to focus a bit into combat here. There we go. Solo, now. More XP gain would be fantastic. Yeah. Harder to detect when sneaking. Plus 10% damage with firearms would be good too. So let's do first, we'll do the extra XP gain. There we go. And we'll do extra damage next time. There we go. Alright. Finally. Alright, let's go put some stuff away. And now we can actually finish the house like I wanted. Alright. Let's see here. Stone, you go in here. Good stone. Alright. Salt, you go in here. There we go. Alright. Now we can finally make some nice floors. Let's max. I can make 18 floors. Perfect. We'll take them. We'll take them. And I should also make some more refined wood as well. Just max that out. Just make me 100 refined wood. There we go. Proficient interior wood builder. We constructed 50 interior wood building pieces. There's little achievements you can get for doing all kinds of little things in this game. Most of them don't really have any effect, but if we go over here and go into, like, accolades, you can see them here, like, medals. So we've got Jaguar Slayer, we've killed the Jaguar boss. Got the Alpha Wolf Slayer, we've killed the Alpha Wolf boss. And then there's one for the Mammoth boss and the Sandworm boss. And there's hunting for, like, hunting different animals. And survival, which we're just, like, doing stuff like just spending time in caves. You know, walking in the Arctic. All that stuff. And different construction, and then just general ones, like complete the forest scanning mission, the glacier scanning mission, all those. And then there's, like, achievements. Like, welcome to Icarus, first time getting killed by a bear. And then there's a fun one. Here you go. At least it never hits the same place twice. Get struck by lightning. Sometimes it does. Get struck by lightning again. You know, like, you know, there's just some hilarious achievements in this game. All right, let's grab these floors, because what I learned about these frames is these floors can go over top of them. And look at this lovely wood panel flooring here. Yeah, there's a lot of achievements in this game. Come on, floor. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, good, I can put that under my table. It's already in here. So I won't actually have to move all of my workbenches to put in the rest of this flooring. You've recently picked up Blood West. That game sounds very familiar to me for some reason. I'm going to pick up this bed. There we go. Alright, let's come over here and grab my other bed. Come here, bed. I'm going to put you down where the new bedroom's going to be. This will be new bedroom over here. I'm going to put it next to this window. Yeah, that'll work. Right there. There we go. We're going to set that as our spawn point. Beautiful. Alright, let's put that there. Now, do I have enough to make some more floors? How many floors can we make? 5? Yeah, craft them on up for me. There we go. Yeah, this is what I wanted right here. This lovely wood flooring. See? Now the inside of this house is starting to look like a nice actual house. There we go. I also think we're about ready to actually head back north and go and do the whole desert thing. We've got some shotgun shells. I could make a little bit more ammo. I think I will real quick. Max out the ammo I can make here. We got 20 shells left. Let's go ahead and just max that out. I'm going to use all my platinum for this. I feel bad about that, but it needs to be done. There we go. I'm going to make 20 more shotgun, or black powder, or gunpowder. Tell me this. If the shotgun shell is red, how does it turn blue? Ah, that's the platinum. It's so upgraded it turns blue. You know. Or our character is very lazy, or has nothing to do, and is painting them blue with the paints that we haven't made. Because I can make paints. See? That's over here. See? Paints. I can make paints. I haven't made paints. But we're pretending like he's made paints. It's fine. Totally fine. It's the platinum. The platinum makes the blue, even though platinum isn't blue. Question not the magic of Icarus. It's the exotics in the air. There you go. Or maybe we're just hallucinating that they're blue. Who knows? All things are possible on this strange alien world. I just realized I don't have the ability to process honey yet. I can't process honey. Hold on. Unless they've moved that. I keep hitting the wrong button. Tech tree. Tech tree. Honey. Honey. Where is it? Tier 2. Tier 2. This is where the beehives are. Beehives. Or this is where the beehives used to be. Homestead iron stove. Well, that's a fancy looking stove. Might have to make one of those. Okay, there's the honeycomb. I just haven't learned how to process honeycomb, apparently. Alright, just curious about that. There we go, got the gunpowder ready. Throw that in here. And let's max out the number of shotgun shells I can have. After which point I've run out of platinum. That was all my platinum. Between 73 shotgun shells and this armor, I have run out of platinum. Alright. How's this doing? I forgot how long it takes for it to process this refined wood. It takes forever to refine wood. It's a lot of platinum, because that was something like 30 platinum ingots when I started. Something like that. Like, a ridiculous amount of platinum. There we go. Alright. Now, I could probably go look for more platinum if I wanted to. But that's not my goal right now. But also, folks, it's going to be pretty soon for us to call the stream. And we kind of accomplished everything I wanted to. I've gotten the skill points I needed. I've gotten the stuff I wanted made for going back to the desert. Well, most of it anyways. I could probably make a few more health potions. Let me go. I got a little bit of time. So let's go grab the stuff I need to make a few more health potions. Or health pots. Healing potions. They're not actually called health potions. I'm calling them health potions. So we'll grab that real quick. It's kind of the last thing we do. And then in the next episode / stream, I'm not sure if it's going to be a stream or just a recorded episode yet, we're going to head back north into the desert and see if we can't do this next part of the mission. And kind of establish a little foothold up there. There's the lilies I needed right there. Because if we can do that, that'll be a good little episode. It's going to be a lot of traveling, though, so we will see if we can get that done. Because basically, so to give those watching an idea, we're down here. This is my main base of operation. Nice little area. And we got to travel up into this area This is where that first quest took us to, and there's a little outpost that's been built there as part of the whole quest line. And then we have to basically travel over to here now, in these areas, and look for more of these creatures' nests and stuff. Matter of fact, if we get out of the map, you can see it's L4, K5, and L2. So if we go back over here, so L is right here, so L2, L4, and it was what, K5, I think, right? Yeah. So those are the three grid locations we got to go find more of these nests in and deal with them. Which is part of the reason I wanted to open shotgun shells, because it takes me, like, you know, 5 to 6, if not 10 shotgun shells per corite to deal with them. So I kind of hope I don't run out of shotgun shells. Matter of fact, I may make an extra, like, cement furnace to take up there with me, just so that I can refine platinum, because there's caves up there I can get into. Right, I was coming in here with lilies. That's right. So let me put like halfies in here. It's right there. Come on. Into the thing. There we go. Alright. How many lily? So I got 13 lily seeds. Alright, I'll just put the rest in here. I'm not gonna... I don't need more seeds right now. How many more will that give me? That'll give me 11 more health pots. So there we go. We'll do that. But there we go. So I think we'll call that there now. With those health pots crafting here. That'll be another 3 minutes. Perfect amount of time for me to do my outro. But I want to thank everybody for joining me today. We got the skills I needed. We got the gear I wanted. So at this point, I think we're just going to be grabbing a couple last minute things. And then in the next stream or episode, I think it'll be an episode. I think I'll record it. We're going to head north and work on the next part of this quest line. And I think that'll be coming up. So thank you all so much. And I hope everyone had a great time. I enjoyed sitting here streaming with you all. And we'll catch you all in the next one. Thank you all so much for hanging out. You all have a great one. See you next time.